Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central Talk Television on YouTube. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Okay, 2/12/2022 Olympia is in the books. Top 6 placing, Shaun Clarida, once again the 212 champion. Angel Calderon, second place. Just a little note, both Shaun and Angel were both also qualified for the Open Olympia. Kamala Gogni third, Ahmad Ashkenani fourth, Ole, and there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce this name, fifth place, Keon Pearson, sixth place. Keon Pearson, let's start with him. There's he won, if you compare it to last year's placing, where he placed at the bottom of the lineup. I don't think I'm not going to argue that he should have won, but I will say I do believe that his placing should have been a little bit higher. Third or fourth. Fourth, I wouldn't have complained. Expected to see better conditioning, but nobody on that stage brought bad conditioning. Just some brought better than others. But his conditioning was good enough. That to be coupled with his shape, symmetry, proportion, his lines, his shoulder to waist ratio. He has a very pretty physique. I think he should have been placed a little bit higher for sure. But it is what it is. He got sixth place. I'm going to get back to him in a few minutes also. Fifth, Ole. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I don't know a lot about him. He deserved to be in that group that he was in. Maybe a placing down would have been more in line, but it is what it is. He looked good. Nothing special, outstanding, but he looked good. And like I said, I don't know enough about him to really critique him very well as my first look at him. Let's see what he brings next year. What comes of him. Fourth place, Ahmed Ashkenani. I really don't think he deserved fourth place. Not the same Ahmed we saw place second behind Flex Lewis a few years back. His conditioning, like I said, they all brought good conditioning, but he's brought better conditioning before. He could have brought, we would like to see him bring conditioning more lines than what he brought in the past. His lats, there's some sort of imbalance. Something's going on. Maybe there was an injury or something. There's an imbalance with his lats, and I think he does look now a little blocky in the midsection. I'm not arguing that he should have been in that group, like I said about Ole, but I question whether he should have been fourth. I would have been more comfortable with Keon fourth, Ashkenani fifth, and Ole sixth. Third place, Kamala Gogni, former 212 champion. I'm sure he's disappointed, and he absolutely shouldn't be. 52 years old. if he's starting to show any signs of slipping now, he's a decade ahead of everyone else. At that age, to be performing at uh, that level is truly amazing. And that in itself is a victory uh, all by itself. He wasn't the same Kamal he was a year ago. The Kamal we saw on this 212 stage last Olympia was a better package. I think it was a little better conditioning. Not to say his condition was bad. He's still out conditioned just about everybody else on the stage. But it isn't quite what we've seen from him and what we saw from him last year. And I think his legs are looking legs and back might be a little down from last year. It just wasn't quite the same Kamal. You might argue him being second over Angel Calderon. I mean, conditioning wise, Kamal is hands down beating him. But I mean, like I said, they all brought good conditioning, and Angel Calderon was really carrying a lot of muscle, and he's he's tough. He's tough up there. You can't really argue too much against displacing. I'm just saying that you basically could have tossed it up. Is it uh, edging one on conditioning, or is it edging one on just overall muscle size? Which way you go? Kamal's third, Angel Calderon second. Shaun Clarida, uh, he's really 2003 Ronnie Coleman scaled down to a 5 foot, was it 2 frame? Uh, he was still 30 pounds under, or almost 30 pounds under the weight limit. I don't know if there could be any more muscle placed on that frame. 5'2", but by every definition of the word freak, he's a freak. And the conditioning that he brings, that is very, very, very difficult to beat. I'm going to get to it in a moment. Not impossible, but very, very difficult. And there's a good likelihood that he's going to be holding on to the 212 championship for a while, unless he decides to move up. The only one I really see that really has the tools, what it takes to beat him would be a Keon Pearson. The pictures we saw of Keon just before a day before he stepped on stage, if he'd have brought anything close to that conditioning to the stage, it might have been a lot different story. There might have been a little different battle for first and second. We didn't see that. I'm not sure what went wrong. His coach that he's working with, Patrick Tua, from what I understand, he's new with him, new working with him, first show or first big show. maybe they just miscalculated things. My suggestion for Keon would be he's qualified for next year's 212 Olympia. What he should do another target another show before the Olympia and try to work out and figure out what went wrong in those 24 hours just before the show. The outcome, I think, could have been a lot different. Would he have beaten that Shaun Clarida we saw on stage? I don't know. Probably not. Shaun Clarida, on top of it, has a very mature muscle, which really makes a difference when they're on stage presenting themselves. But I think it would have been a battle. And I think if Keon Pearson gets it right and keeps progressing as far as muscle maturity, with the shape, structure, flow, he has the tools, all the tools needed to be a 212 champion. I think I rambled off a little bit much over there. To conclude this, 212 2022 Olympia placings. Shaun Clarida, once again, 212 champion. Second place, Angel Calderon. Third place, Kamala Gogni. Fourth place, Ahmad Ashkanani. Fifth place, Ole, I'm sorry I can't pronounce her name. And, excuse me, sixth place, Keon Pearson. All right, if you agree or disagree with things I've said in this video, please let me know in the comments section. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means, subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you'll be notified. Also, if you go to the description box, there are links there. One link is to the Facebook Muscle Central page. Any questions, you can go there. DM me. I'd be happy to answer them. Also, there are links to Species, Nutrition, and Mr. G's Protein Snacks. Click on both those links. Go to both those websites. Check out all their great products. Once again, this is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.